We're just about to say goodbye to month 1 of 2024. Can you believe it? Do you remember those gorgeous goals you set at the beginning of the year? How are you getting on with them? Nailed it? Could be better. Can't remember what the goal was. Most goals have fallen by the wayside by now, but if that's you, it's okay. It's not too late. Recommitting to your goals really is a thing. And I'm going to lay out the exact steps that will guarantee you reach your goal. Let's get started, shall we? Well, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Project Joyful podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Tutty, your medical herbalist and high performance coach. So, hey, Project Joyful isn't just about being happy. It's about consciously creating a life you love. It's about remembering how to reconnect with your soul-centered joy. You know, that joy that comes from doing what you love, from living on purpose, and from being in a life that allows you to experience deep joy moment by moment. So hey, let's get started, shall we? Well, the first month of 2024 has almost passed us by. Did you set yourself a goal for 2024? How's that going? If you're thinking, what was that New Year's resolution again? You're not alone. Research has reported that 9% of people who decide on a goal actually stick with it. Now, the good news is that your likelihood of achieving your goal increases by 48% when you write it down. And if you tell a friend your goal, then your likelihood of achieving it rockets to 78%. So write that New Year's resolution down and tell somebody whose opinion matters to you about it. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see in the goal-setting arena is that we confuse goals with tasks. Let's take one of the most popular New Year's resolutions as an example. That old favourite, this is the year I'm going to get fit. So the first thing you can do is up-level your goal by linking it to a desire. For example, maybe you want to be able to kick the ball around in the backyard with your kids and actually enjoy the quality time without the, what was I thinking, stiffness the next day. Think about your desire and then decide. Are you interested or are you committed? What's the difference? Well, when you're interested in something, you do it when it's convenient or when you feel like it. You need to be in the mood for it. When you're committed, you just do it, regardless of the weather, how you're feeling, what you'd rather be doing. There's no contest because, well, it's simply who you are. By the way, either option is fine. Just don't waste your energy beating yourself up and talking down to yourself simply because you mistook commitment for interest. Consider boosting your desire by adding emotion. How will you feel when your son or daughter asks you to play and you say no because, well, you're too unfit or you're overweight or you're in pain or you're embarrassed? Conversely, how will you feel when your son or daughter asks you to play and you say yes and you have the most amazing time playing together? Feel it. Just give yourself that gift and feel all of it. Now that you're in that, hell yes, I want this zone, what's the goal that will deliver this desire? What about setting the goal of being able to run around in the backyard for 30 minutes and actually enjoy it? Now, when you have your goal, grab a notebook and write down your desire and your goal. Remember, we're more likely to achieve it if we write it down. Have you written it down? Good. Okay. So what tasks do you need to complete to move you towards your goal? These can be things like get a physical, buy some exercise gear that you actually feel good in rather than the manky stuff that's left in the drawer. Research gyms in your area. Book a consultation at your local gym. Find a dance class. Get the things or tasks out of your head and onto your piece of paper. So who can you enlist to support you on this journey? Now, using our example, you could enlist your son or your daughter to cheer you on. What about a workout buddy or a personal trainer? Recruiting your cheerleaders is a key task. Now that you're ticking off your tasks and you're loving the dopamine hit that comes from ticking stuff off, begin thinking about the routines that will help you meet your goal. So what's a routine? Well, a routine is a repeatable sequence of tasks. You do them enough times and they'll become a habit. But for now, when you're at the beginning, you still need some energy to think about them and you need to schedule them in so that they get done. Here's my invitation for you while we're thinking about routines. Let's make 2024 the year we celebrate more. Now, I'm not just talking about celebrating those milestones, but every time you tick off a task or complete a routine. Now, it could be a quick high five or yay me. It could be something a bit more involved, like a massage, a new gym outfit, or phoning a supportive friend and telling them how amazing you are. Stuck for celebration ideas? How about buying a jar and writing down every celebratory thing that you do on a piece of paper? Fold that piece of paper up and put it in the jar. It will be full in no time. Now, when you're stuck for celebration inspiration, pull out one of those pieces of paper and just go do that. Okay, so we've talked about a whole bunch of things you can do to make those New Year's resolutions stick. But what if you're thinking, but it's too late? My goal is already dead and buried in the ditch. This is where you get to give yourself some grace. It's not too late. Be kind to yourself. Ask yourself, do you still want to achieve that goal? What you want, not what someone else wants, but do you still want to achieve that goal? And if you do, follow these steps. Okay, here we go. So, first of all, what do I really want? Really feel into your desires. Write down that goal that will move you towards that desire. Tell someone who means the world to you. Assemble your own cheerleaders and accountability partners. Get those tasks down on paper and start ticking them off. Create your routines. Now celebrate, baby. I'd love to cheer you on, so tag me on Insta at Tracy Tutty so that we can celebrate your goal together. Here's to 2024. May this be the year that your big dreams are true for you. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for listening to today's podcast. Can I ask you a favour? If our conversation spoke to you today, could you please take a moment to leave a 5-star review? Your review will help people discover this podcast, and together we can create a world where there's even more love and more laughter. And if you want to hear more from the Project Joyful podcast, just click the subscribe button. Bye for now.